Hello and welcome to Inside Game News. Now, this is a ridiculous story and it would literally destroy half of YouTube and much of the internet, really. Because there's a new bill that's been introduced, it's pending, it's not been approved or anything yet, but a bill in the US that makes it illegal to stream video games or even upload them to YouTube. So live streamings and uploads of video games to YouTube would be illegal and you could actually go to jail for it. Not just video games though, but all television that's streamed onto the internet, music, any little clippets of music in videos or interpretations, so like cover versions of songs, they would all have to be taken down from YouTube. And I think there's something about 10 strikes, so if you get 10 strikes you get your account banned and you could get a fine of up to £150,000 or go to jail. Now, I'm not just talking about people trying to start out on YouTube recording their gameplays and doing commentaries over it. I'm literally talking about Machinima, the game station, G4 TV. Anything that involves video games and showing footage from video games would have to be removed from YouTube and not allowed to be uploaded onto it. So literally the whole of Machinima would have to be shut down, and it would just have catastrophic effects on even things such as the economy, because Machinima is such a big power in the YouTube community. Gaming probably makes up 50% of all videos on YouTube. Also, gaming events like E3 wouldn't be allowed to be filmed, and so the combination of all these put together would take us back 25, 30 years where people didn't have the internet and they couldn't just go on YouTube, look at a video of a game to see if it was good. People wouldn't have a clue what they're buying if they're buying it, because at the minute YouTube's used as like a gateway. You watch music videos on YouTube, you watch trailers for films, you watch trailers for video games, you watch gameplays on Machinima and channels like that. If you take all this away, people don't have the knowledge of these games, and so people won't buy them as much. Now, I can kind of get where these big powers from Hollywood who are trying to push this law, I can kind of get where they're coming from with the TV and the movies, with people illegally streaming them like on YouTube. You see like parts of films and stuff where you can watch, but if this law goes through, it would also apply to video games. Now, at the minute, it is legal to use footage of video games if you're commentating over it or using it for critical analysis or news stories, things like that. However, if this new law passes, then you wouldn't even be allowed to do that. Now, this is the problem, because things like TV and movies, they don't change. You know, the movie stays the same throughout. However many times you watch it, however many views it gets on YouTube, bits of movies will not change. However, video games, they're meant to be played. You play them and it's dynamic all the time. You know, you play the same maps with the same guns, like in Modern Warfare 3 when that comes out, but you're in control of it. You're ever changing what's going to happen. You're in control of what makes something a good gameplay and a not so good gameplay. So the face of the game is ever changing. Now, although this bill is in very early stages, I think it was introduced in May, so it's not close to being passed yet, but the worry is that there's massive companies in Hollywood really pushing to get this law passed, and I agree with them, it's not fair that people are downloading illegal films and TV programs and whatever. But if they pass the law as it is now, you can't stop video games. If they amend it so that it doesn't include video games, you know, it'd be all right. But I just think that the people in law don't understand the massive repercussions that it'd have if they banned showing footage of gaming in videos. So although this bill is still very far from being passed and being part of the law, it is in the pipeline, and it's a possibility that it will be passed, and massive companies, Machinima, will be shut down. Every single gaming company on YouTube will be shut down, all the videos taken off. You know, you're talking probably millions of videos being taken off of YouTube. it's just gonna have massive effects. And the thing is, most of these videos on YouTube aren't actually harming business for the game companies. They're actually aiding it. They're making people want to go out and buy that game. So the people in law I don't mind the TV and movies part of it, but they need to change it so that it makes sense, so that they don't ban footage of video games. Anyway, there's a full link to the article in the description that explains in quite a bit of detail what the law would do to the video game industry. Please get this out there, like pass it on to your friends or whatever. Get as many likes as we can. Try and get it out there that this law could change the face of YouTube forever. And we need to somehow try and stop this law, because it just wouldn't work. So like this video, comment your reaction. Can't imagine it's too good, but comment below, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.